Oh my god.
Oh my god, I wanted a PC. I want a PC, I don't like it.
What?
I don't want it.
Wait, are you serious right now?
No, we turned it.
A few moments later.
Dale, va, dale, dale, dale.
I think kids being ungrateful and bratty on Christmas is probably something that's always existed, something that's always happened. And this year is really no different, except it's exacerbated. It's far worse than it may have ever been. You had this video essentially going viral, saying kid goes viral after his reaction to getting a PlayStation 5, which I don't remember exactly how much are they, $400 or $500? Kid opens a $500 present. Okay, and I think Juke and Media already got this video, so I got to be careful. So they open up this PS5, right? And here's what like, could you imagine? Could you imagine getting a PlayStation 5? How old does this kid look? 8? 7 or 8? Like 7 or 8. Gets a $500, $400 or $500 PlayStation.
Oh my god. What is it?
Aww. He's crushed. He's crushed. And then you get this.
Oh my god.
Oh my god, I wanted a PC. I want a PC, I don't like it.
I wanted a PC. I don't like this. Could you imagine working all those extra hours? All those extra hours. I mean, a $500 Christmas present for your kid, and he doesn't even care about it. And he turns around and just leaves it.
What?
I don't want it.
Wait, are you serious right now?
No, we turned it. I don't want it. Are you kidding?
Are you serious?
Yeah. I want it. Oh, look it.
God,
I mean, very ungrateful, but also clearly very smart. That is true. Hashtag PC Master Race. I mean, imagine being that. I mean, I get, look, I'm not trying to, look, by the way, I want to be very clear. I'm not shaming this kid. I'm not shaming this kid. Really, that's the parents. That's the parents' fault, right? I couldn't even imagine it. I don't care if I had millions of dollars. If my kid reacted this way to any gift, really. I do wonder there is a mysterious absence of a fatherly voice in the background. But here's what would happen if this was in my house. The kid would be going to their room. Every single gift that I bought them would be going back to the store. By the way, if only there were a computer company out there that has a sweet discount code. MetaPCs.com is the computer I use. And if you use promo code The Quartering, you can even save on your purchase. You save money on it. If you want to get your spoiled brat of a kid a sweet gaming rig, then code The Quartering at metapcs.com. I think every toy, everything that was gone, and that's it. No Christmas, you're done. That's what my parents would have done. There's no way I would have there's no way. There's no way. And some people say, I don't think publicly posting your 8-year-old's ungrateful behavior online for millions to see is a proper lesson for the child, especially considering the child's attitude mostly formulates from the parents' teaching. Well, maybe the fact that the mom still posted it on the internet tells you something. Now, in today's world, okay, there is a non-0% chance. In today's world, there is a non-0% chance that this is fake. Right? There's a non-0% chance that this is completely fake. But I will say this. If Dad was around, I mean, you'd better be turning that camera off. I mean, there's no way. Bro, after not receiving a $3,000 PC to play Roblox, I'd return it and come home with nothing. A year can buy some time for some manners. Just take it back, get him nothing, problem solved, and an extra $500 in your pocket. Meanwhile, the father who bought it for him with his hard-earned money. Bro wants a PC to play Minecraft and Fortnite and all the wrong settings. I mean, this generation is truly cooked. Now, some people said it wouldn't be surprised if it's staged, but either way, parents shouldn't be posting their kids like this online for the entire world to see. If your kid behaves badly and your thought is to share it on the internet, it's clear why they're turning out that way. Based and true. Based and true. A kid that young doesn't even know what to do with a PC. You know what I mean? Like, I don't even understand. You know, I don't want to look. If anybody's at fault here, it's the parents. The fact that they still uploaded it to the internet makes me makes my my fake dar kind of chirp a little bit. I think it's more than a 1% chance that it's completely fake. I would say it's close to 15%. But I think that's still because I have some faith in humanity. But even if you look at this, like there's this video here going around, teachers sounding the alarm on Gen Alpha behavioral problems. This kid is clearly Gen Alpha.
Young Gen Z teachers are talking about the poor behavior of Gen Alpha students, and some of y'all are finally starting to believe us when it comes to how much we've missed the mark on raising these kids right. Because I have gray in my hair and I'm 36 years old, people tend to tune me out as soon as I open my mouth when I start talking about these issues we're seeing in the classroom with our kids these days. So before I go on, why don't we review some of the evidence from some of the other creators on this app who might be a little bit more of a relatable age.
This is my folder of crying teachers, and they are confused and frightened by the behavior of Gen Alpha. They're saying Gen Alpha is defiant, aggressive, disrespectful, and rude.
Having to teach and work with you guys as children has been the most traumatic experience of my life. They don't respect any authority. You ask them, can you stand in your designated spot? They're telling you no and shut up. They're throwing things at each other. They're throwing things at other people, other classmates. You say, can everybody sit in their spot? I don't want to. I'm not doing that. You don't get to tell me what to do. You're not my mom.
Like, I'm not even trying to be funny, but these kids are... I'm going to just say this. I teach 7th grade. They are still performing on the 4th grade level.
I'm a middle school teacher.
Whoa.
I'm also 22 years old. And I will tell you, by far...
Middle school teacher at 22, that doesn't even seem possible. You need to have a four-year degree, right? Well, I guess if you just got out of school.
We are doomed. Like, these kids do not care. Like, I have kids, all they want to do all day long is get high. Like,
I need to ask millennials, why are your kids so awful? And more importantly, why do you think it's so funny? Your kids cannot read. They cannot write. They are ill-mannered.
I've been trying to sound the alarm about Gen Alpha students and their poor behavior in their classrooms, as well as their literacy problems, since May of last year. But because of my age and how I look, every time I make a video about these topics, I'll get people that have never worked with kids or have never spent a day in the classroom as an educator give me lines like, well, you're just old and jaded. If you don't like it and you can't handle it, quit and find another job. Kids have always been like this. Nothing's new in 2023. And then we've got the droves of people that are trying to blame it on
I mean, blame it on the coof,
COVID,
yeah.
and trying to blame it on the lockdown. Us not having any sympathy or empathy for students with special needs, even though I never talk about those types of students. And I'm always talking about general population students. And the fact that this is an overarching problem with every single kid, even the high achievers, even the ones that don't need IEPs, even the ones that are highly socialized and have a lot of resources coming from home. Teachers that have been in this for 1, 2, 3 years are seeing it, and they are talking about it. Teachers that are veterans like me that have been in the classroom for over a decade or 2 or 3 or nearing retirement are also saying the same thing. Your children are missing the mark on discipline. They're missing the mark on education standards. They're missing the mark on literacy. They're missing the mark on socialization. We can blame it on COVID. We can blame it on iPads raising our kids.
Yeah.
We can blame it on the fact that kids don't socialize with each other enough.
Right?
We can blame it on the economy and the fact that parents don't have time to help their kids learn how to read or don't have time to take their kids to the park anymore. We can blame it on all of those things, or we can blame it on none of those things. But it sounds like we're starting to get into a consensus here amongst educators that we have a real problem. And some of y'all need to stop making excuses. You're just blaming the kids. You're just so mean. No, we are not. The problem is that we have this generation of parents that doesn't want to take accountability for not doing what they need to do to raise kids that are self-sufficient, that are socialized, or kind. And no, it's not the kids' fault. And why does it seem like teachers are the only ones that are talking about it?
I mean, you know, I would say, based and true, this is what people voted for. Maybe the teachers are soft now. I don't know. But I would argue that, you know, having a generation of kids that are raised by screens has now finally come home to roost. When I was young, we could play video games. We played video games, but only after our homework was done, and only after our chores were done, and only after dinner was done. You know, all these things. Now kids are playing 8 hours a day, and when they're not playing games, they're on Snapchat. When they're not on Snapchat, they're on TikTok. When they're not on TikTok, they're on YouTube. And then they go to public school where half their teachers are groomers and the other half teachers aren't educated enough or prepared enough to deal with this extra challenge. No parents want to discipline their kids. They want to be their friends. And then that's how you get a kid who has a meltdown about not getting a gaming computer for Christmas. See, I brought it back home. Hope you enjoyed this video. Let me know what you think's wrong with today's generation of kids. Are these teachers just being soft? Have there always been spoiled brats? Yeah, certainly. I'm sure. But maybe the two things are related.